Hey, what's up guys, I'm Martin from Purgatory Vape Reviews, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do one of my favorite mech builds using the Daedalus Pro. It's a safe mech build, but it's got a lot of flavor and a lot of vapor, as you just saw. I have used 26 gauge for this just to keep the ohms a little bit higher instead of dropping into that super sub-ohm range. But if you want to use 24 gauge, it will work, same technique applies, but it will be a little bit lower in your resistance. So where this comes out between 0.16 and 0.18, that you're looking at about 0.1 to 0.12, depending on wire lengths. So it is going lower, but you will get a faster ramp up as well. But I mean, I'm living the 26 gauge. Check this out. It hits perfect. Let's check how to build it.
Okay, so this is just a standard Fused Clapton. All you're going to need is your Daedalus setup, 26 gauge NI80, which is your core wire. You'll need your Claptoning wire, which is this here. So I've got 30 gauge, but I'd usually use 32 to 40 gauge. But I don't have any on me at the moment. My order hasn't actually come in yet. But this will work. You'll need a cutter, and you'll need a pair of pliers. So first thing you'll need to do is cut your core wire. So I've already done that here. Got a piece about 45-50 centimeters long. We're just going to put it in the chuck of the drill, the Daedalus drill. Just tighten it up. Just grab the other end with the pliers, and it's going to get a little bit of camera now, but you'll just stretch this all the way out and then switch the drill on until it's straight. So I'll show you what I'm going to do here. Yeah, so that's perfect. So just take it out here, and then I like to just cut this section at the end off. And then what we're left with is this really straight piece of wire. So then we'll try and find the sort of middle point and just cut it in half. If you haven't cut it perfect in the middle, it's fine. You can see this is a little bit off on top here. So we're just going to cut that. Okay, we got our two straight pieces of NI80 26 gauge. So I've already got the straw section in the back here. You'll see that hole in the middle there. So we're just going to stick the 26 gauge, both strands, inside there. Okay, then what you want to do is take your Claptoning wire. So I like to leave just a little bit and just wrap it all the way around. And then we'll just make sure it's a little bit tighter. So you want to make sure that this section here, your Claptoning wire, is quite tight here. Make it a little bit tighter. Okay, so we've got this outer core wrapped around the dual cores on the inside, and just insert all three strands inside the Daedalus and then tighten it up. Okay, so it is all tightened up here. Just push this a little bit closer in. Make sure your settings over here correspond with which way this is turning. So I like to leave just a little bit of rim there and tighten it up to that point. And then we just switch it on. Start off slow first. you'll see those wraps are coming out very, very nice. So this is a 30 gauge, so it's not going to be those very, very thin wines, but it is awesome. And you can literally just leave it to go. I just want to adjust it for the camera. So you're reaching right to the end there. So I'm just going to cut it from this point. And then I just want to straighten this wire a little bit. So on the end here, just grab it with the pliers and switch sections. Switch this to 1. I was on 2. Just pull it tight and just put it on slowly. You see how it straightens out. Yeah, that's pretty straight right there. So I'm just cutting these ends off. Okay, let's wrap some coils in. So we've got our Fused Clapton wire, and this is a 3mm screwdriver. And then we're just going to do a few wraps. So we're just going to do 5 wraps. Cut that there. That's the first one. So I've just cut them to coil ready size, and they do look really, really nice. So we're going to put them in the Call Out Mage kit, the mech trigger kit. So I've got the RDA on here, it's the Aegis. It's going to get it ready on here before we put it on the mech mod. Okay, so I got the first coil in, I'm just straightening it up a little bit. Time for the next one. Okay, we're just going to straighten out the next one and just position it evenly. So now you can see they look perfect in there. So it's picking up the resistance. Just lower it down. It's a little bit high. So we're going to start off on around 40, just lightly heat it up. You just want to pulse it. Check this. You can see it heating up already. And you'll want to do this on a low wattage. Just pulsing. Starting to get there already. So I'm just moving this one coil a little bit away because I want a bit down. It's a little bit close to the inside here for my liking. There we go. We're there. And then I just want to up it a little bit, just for a short burst, just to make sure that at a high wattage it's still going. And that looks perfect.
So yeah, the Fused Clapton is a great build for flavor and for clouds. I do prefer 26 gauge. You can use 24 if you want. If you really want to push it, you can go to 22. But 26 is my preferred, just safety range. But yeah, using the Daedalus, I mean, you put the coil wire in after you've cut everything and it does everything for you. It's that simple. So I'll have another video coming out tomorrow that's more flavor orientated, a lot of vapor exactly like this, but a little bit more flavor coming out of it. Very similar, but a little bit more intricate. That's why for this video I wanted to do something that's a little bit simpler. And I mean, with the Daedalus, everything's done for you once you've cut all the wires, so there's no real effort needed. And this build isn't solely for mix. You can use it on a regulated device. I just built this specific one for a mech, so you have that decent ramp up time and good flavor and clouds specifically for mix. But if you put this on a regulated device and put up to 55 watts, you're going to get a great hit out of it. So it isn't just for mix. And for all our South African viewers that do want to get a Daedalus, we do have them on our website. The Daedalus Pro comes with a 40 gauge wire for $850. That's everything, and it does come with a 26 gauge NI80 as well. Everything you need to get going and build your own Fused Claptons. So yeah, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you can. Until the next one, cheers.